Ben, Factory Whiz software, we've done a lot with you trying to portray the benefits of your software and what it can do. For today's interview, what I want to do is again tell people what it is and what it does, but some of the new developments that have come along with your software as well. So to start with, can you just tell us, in your opinion, what Factory Whiz is, and then I'm going to tell you what I think how it benefits an engineer too.
So Factory Whiz is machine monitoring software, and the purpose of it is to eliminate downtime, make you more efficient, and ultimately increase your productivity.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because when I look at your software, I think it's very easy to overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
The way to simplify it is that if an engineer is running a machine, he almost accepts these days that he's going to have downtime. There's going to be time between operations, changing tools, things breaking, operators going for lunch, and all that sort of stuff. But he doesn't necessarily have to, or he can monitor that and get rid of it, which means he's getting the parts out faster, correct?
Yep, that's exactly correct.
Okay, now what's the latest developments with the software?
So we have a new dashboard here on display, and also we have the new Brother protocol. So what that allows us to do for all Brother users is now extract a whole lot more information. So previously, before, they were getting very basic information out of the Brother. Now we have the ability to stream a lot more information.
So let's get this right. Users of your software, it doesn't matter that there are certain machines that it can work with and can't work with then. Is that what I'm gathering?
Not exactly. We can work with any machine out there. What it comes down to is the control. So some controls we can get more information out of, some we can get less out of. Now the Brother, our latest development, is up there with the Fanic and everybody else.
So if you're a Brother user, you can now get the full benefit of the Factory Whiz software, correct?
That's correct, yes.
And that full benefit would basically mean that you can get as much out of that spindle and as many parts out of that machine in as much time as there is in the day.
That's it, you've got it.
And what about, if you took a vertical machining centre, how much downtime would you say that machine has in an hour? Or what is the percentage of its uptime or downtime, however you want to look at it, on average?
Hard to quantify. If it's a manual loading machine, you'd probably be looking on a good machine 60 to 70%, and that's a good machine.
Uptime?
Yes. But then the people who monitor with Factory Whiz and quickly establish, okay, if we could start investing in different types of machinery, pallet change equipment, robot equipment, they're the ones who are going to take this information and drive themselves up into the 90s.
Okay, so you can get that much of a jump from 60 to 70 to 90 as a result of your software on a standard VMC type machine?
It might not be standard. The next machine you invest in might have to be a pallet change. It could be one with auto loading systems. It could be one with robots on it. But if you're highlighting that that's your downtime, and now you're working with facts as opposed to guesswork and opinions, you can make those decisions more safely.
Simplify it for me. What would some of those facts be? What is the software picking up? What's it looking at? What's it then? What are these things?
Okay, so when we say about working with facts, I mean, we can only guesstimate how much that spindle is going to run today. With the best will in the world, humans always have a degree of error inside them. So what we can do is basically by highlighting and eradicating any unknown anomalies and idle times and all that kind of stuff, because it's the little ones that we're unaware of that are adding up.
Give me an example of those.
Just the operator's pressed single block because he's had to go do something else. Now that something else over the course of the year can add up to quite a number of parts. Things like if we're dealing with facts and the operator's saying, I've got to go change a tool, and it's taking a ridiculous amount of time. But the reason it's a ridiculous amount of time is because he's got to go all the way around the workshop trying to find the tools. So what that then gives you the ability to do is work with the facts and say, okay, we need to improve his access to tooling.
Empire Manufacturing took up your software, didn't they? What was the saving that they made as a result on their production sliding head lathes?
I think it was keeping the spindles turning. That was a key thing for them guys. And also his increasing his turnaround on setups.
So let's get this right then. In summary, if you want to get the most out of your machine tool, the most out of your production environment, by adopting the Factory Whiz software, which is now compatible, completely compatible with all machine tools but latest developments on the Brother, then the factory is a way of, it's basically making yourself much more efficient.
That's it. And if you want to get ahead of your competition, then you've got to become more efficient in this day and age.
How quick am I going to get it into my factory, interfaced, installed on my machines? How much time is it going to take out of my day to get this software in operation?
Very little. We're plug-and-play technology. Majority of machine tools nowadays we don't even need to take out of production. We don't need to stop the spindle. We plug in an Ethernet cable. We've already done our server, and within a couple of hours we're connected to 5, 10, 15, 20 machines.
I know often in these interview situations people don't like talking about price, but can I ask you, how much is it going to cost me?
Typical installation, you're going to be looking at around about between £1,000 and £1,500 per machine, all installed.
And as a customer and as user experiences, how quickly has that return been paid by some of your current customer base?
Very quick. For example, we did a trial at a customer in the northeast where they had it on trial on 4 machines for 6 weeks, and by the end of that trial the system had paid for the whole site installation.
Pretty impressive. Thanks, Ben.
No worries. Thank you.